Yo, what's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to break down how you actually spot runners, not the clickbait garbage half these channels are pushing without knowing what they're even talking about. I'm going to show you the real way to find these coins that put up insane numbers. So how do we actually do this? How do you find these plays? First thing you need to do is switch up your mindset. This is honestly the most important piece, dialing in that Memecoin mentality. You have to look at your trades, at this whole game, completely different from how most people approach it. And here's why most people lose money. Everybody's out here chasing, trying to force trades, force action. Nobody sits back and lets the trade come to them. You gotta play this game from a patient, almost defensive position, and then strike when a real opportunity shows up. Patience is everything, and you need to train your eye to actually recognize coins that are running. So how do you build that eye? You study coins that already ran. You go back and look at the ones that did crazy numbers. If you don't even understand why a coin pumped, you honestly shouldn't be trading yet. That's step one. Your first move shouldn't be scrolling new pairs, final stretch, migrated tokens. Your first move should be sitting down and asking, okay, what coins ran today? What actually did well? Because oftentimes there might be some older coin from earlier that day that ran and became the meta for the day. You might recognize that there is specific meta by just looking coins, but if you don't know what started the meta, it's hard to trade. If you want to try Axiom yourself, you can use the link in the description to get a permanent 10% discount on all trading fees. Signing up is simple, and once you're in, you'll be taken to your dashboard. Back to the video. So let's actually use a real example right now. There's this coin called Jimothy. It's based on this raccoon that supposedly has like a spine condition or something like that. And right now, that thing is everywhere. Millions of views, insane like counts, comment sections blowing up. It's literally dominating the whole timeline at this exact moment. And this is a good example how viral animal can be, because even Washington Governor Bob Ferguson is giving him an award, naming him Washingtonian of the Day.
Hey everybody, look, there's been a Washingtonian who's been in the news a lot lately, and I'm talking, of course, about Jimothy. But I think one of the reasons why he's captured so much attention is he shows a certain resilience in getting by and even thriving, given that deformity. So he's been honored in so many ways. He's had murals, he's had all kinds of stuff going on, which is entirely appropriate. There's really only one more honor I think we can bestow upon Jimothy, and that is for me to make him the Washingtonian of the Day. So we have a pin. We're not sure how to get to Jimothy. If you have ideas, let us know. Keep a respectful distance, of course, from Jimothy, but we'll be getting that to Jimothy in some form.
That's how big this thing has gotten. This is a perfect example of what I mean when I say study the coins that ran. Don't just look at the chart and go, oh wow, big green candle. Ask yourself why. Why is this specific coin popping off right now? Is it the character? Is it the story? Is it just pure meme energy hitting at the right time? Because once you start recognizing these patterns, the type of story, the type of character, the timing, the way it spreads across platforms, that's when you start actually predicting these runners instead of chasing them after they've already pumped 50 times. And honestly, this whole thing plays out almost the exact same way with Punch. Remember that story? Baby macaque monkey at a zoo in Japan got rejected by his own mom right after birth, then got picked on by the other monkeys in the troop. Zookeepers ended up giving him a stuffed toy just so he'd have something to hold on to for comfort. And he started dragging that thing everywhere. That whole underdog story, the rejection, the bullying, the little stuffed companion is exactly what made people fall in love with it and made it blow up everywhere online. And it's kind of wild, but even the charts on these two end up looking almost identical. Same slow build while the story's spreading quietly. Then that same vertical spike the second it hits mainstream attention. Same emotional formula, same pattern, just a different character carrying the story. Now let's talk about narrative, because this is honestly one of the biggest pieces people miss. And it's not just about spotting a narrative after it's already popped off. It's about predicting what's coming next. Think about it like this. If Christmas is coming up, you already know there's probably going to be some kind of holiday themed coin that runs, right? Santa, reindeer, whatever the meta ends up being. You don't need to guess that out of nowhere. You can literally see it coming on the calendar. Same thing applies to any big event. Election coming up, there's going to be political coins, major sports event, like the Super Bowl or the World Cup. You already know team-themed or player-themed coins are going to start popping up around it. Some huge viral news story breaking. You already know a coin themed around. Whatever's trending is probably coming or already came. But it doesn't need to be some huge global event either. It can literally be something smaller like National Cat Day or National Dog Day. Stuff like that happens every single year, same date, completely predictable, and you'll see a wave of cat-themed or dog-themed coins show up around it every time. And if you are early and able to catch the main runner in that meta, there is high chance that you will make money. So now that you know how to predict when a narrative might show up, whether it's some big event or something as small as National Cat Day, the next question is, how do you actually catch it the second it starts moving, before it's already all over everyone's timeline? This is where Twitter, or X, comes in. Before a coin runs, the story is already spreading somewhere. A video going viral, some random account blowing up, a screenshot getting reposted everywhere. If you're not paying attention there daily, you're already behind. And honestly, this is exactly why I keep J7 open on a second monitor the entire time I'm trading. It's a Twitter tracker, and the whole point is nothing slips past you. If Trump posts something, if Elon tweets something random at 3 a.m., if some account you're tracking suddenly blows up. You see it the second it happens, not 4 hours later, after it's already been reposted 1,000 times, and the coin's already pumped to 20 times. You don't have to sit there refreshing your feed all day, it's just running in the background catching everything for you. Second thing, keep a wallet tracker open right alongside that. It's honestly just as important to have running. This lets you see in real time what other traders are actually buying, where their attention is going, what coins are suddenly catching interest from the people who consistently catch these narrative plays early. You're not just tracking a story anymore, you're watching where the smart money's actually positioning itself. When you see multiple wallets, your tracking start buying the same thing around the same time. That's a signal. That's their attention shifting towards something before it's obvious to everyone else. You see the coin the second it's getting bought, not after it's already pumped and everyone's talking about it. Last thing I want to talk about is holders, because this can actually be one of the things that stops a coin from running in the first place. Before you ape into anything, check the holder distribution. Sometimes the narrative's perfect, the story's spreading, everything looks right. But the coin still doesn't take off, and it's because the holders look suspicious. Maybe the dev's sitting on a huge chunk of supply, or one single wallet is holding way more than it should. And when buyers see that, it scares them off before they even consider getting in. Nobody wants to be the one holding the bag, while some whale's sitting there ready to dump on everyone the second it gets some momentum. Generally speaking, the max you want to be looking at is around 3.5% per holder, like you can see right here in the Holders tab. Once you start seeing numbers like 6%, 10%, even 20% sitting in a single wallet, that's an extremely risky buy. That's basically one person who can single-handedly tank the entire chart whenever they feel like it. So that's basically it. That's how you actually start finding these runners instead of just chasing them after they've already popped off. Change your mindset, study why coins ran, figure out your own trading style, learn to predict narratives before they happen, stay on top of what's trending in real time, and always check the holders before you get in. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one.